Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Pete from Pete on the AT. I don't know whether it's day 99 or day 100. I really can't remember. There's not an easy way for me to keep track of those things, and honestly, I'm just kind of waking up when the sun comes up and going to sleep when the sun goes down, and real hard to even know what day it is, what date, anything like that. So, anyway, had a good night. It was tight. It was person to person in the shelter, just because it was a small shelter, but it kept us dry. And we had a torrential downpour around somewhere between 7 and 9, and then it rained off and on through the night. So it was really good that we were in a shelter. It was made for a long, hard day getting there, but it was worth it. It really was. So got up early. Everybody else was still in their sleeping bags. Decided to be as quiet as I could and pack up my pack. And I'm on the trail. I've got, I think, 14 miles today till I get into a town called Danielsville, named after my son-in-law. I don't know what the terrain looks like. It could be rocks for all 14 miles for all I know. It probably will be. So you can tell the elevation through the app and the book, but you can't tell the terrain. And water is going to be real scarce. We heard that there might be a water cache at one of the roadsides, and that's just a cooler or a barrel full of fresh water that we can use. So hopefully that'll be there, because if not, then it's going to be a long water carry. All right, I think that's it. I don't know if you can see, but it's pretty foggy, real high humidity, but it's a little cooler. So it feels like it's in the low 70s right now, which I'll take all day long if I can get it. And there was somebody that said that they hadn't seen any white blazes in a while, so I'm going to turn this around and share a white blaze with them. There you go. They're about every 100 yards or less, depending on the terrain. Man, that's beautiful. Y'all can't, I don't think the camera's doing it justice, but it's really spectacular. The light looks alive. Definitely a God morning this morning. I don't know what it is about this morning, but it is really amazing. You know, trail magic comes in a lot of forms, and this form is absolutely beautiful. I obviously love the hamburgers and hot dogs, but this person obviously knows that water is an issue in this area, and they lugged up 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 gallons of water up here, and then take our hiker trash out as well. So whoever this is, I may never know, you may never know, but I want you to know that I'm thankful, and we all are thankful that you do this for us. I might not have a lot of beautiful views during this time of year, but doesn't mean the trail doesn't have its own beauty in the woods. I just love the way the light is glistening off the wet leaves of the trees. Well, these views are a little bit different than the ones in Georgia and Tennessee and North Carolina, in that you can, see towns in the background. Still very pretty. I think this Lehigh Valley, because there's a Lehigh Gap here someplace. It's very, very pretty. Even though you see the highways and roads and towns, and it's still pretty. Hey everybody, just on top of this, or on the edge of this mountain, kind of a ridge, you saw the views that I showed earlier. But what I haven't shown you is an incredible amount of bear scat up here. I've already passed like 4 or 5, maybe 6 big piles of bear poop, and this area right here is just thick briars and berries and whatever else. But for the last, I don't know, half a mile, I've seen a lot of bear poop. Haven't seen a bear, but what's interesting is because the terrain is so rocky, you're just staring down at the trail. And there's been several times where I've gotten pretty close to deer, like right next to them, before they move. So I'm just wondering if there's a chance that I've passed a bear and the bear just kind of watches me and doesn't do anything. But I know I'm definitely in bear country because of the scat. Hey everybody, I'm about 8 or 9 miles into my hike today. Some of the views that I was showing you was on top of that mountain, kind of to the right of that. And now I'm going over the Lehigh River, which is very pretty. Not very deep, so maybe 2-3 feet deep. I can easily see the bottom. Very picturesque. Little boat ramp. So that's south. That's where I was coming from, that direction. But of course, on top of that mountain. So this Lehigh River, and that's where I've got to go. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but it's nothing but rocks. I can see them from here. Sometimes you have to be creative on where you put the white blazes. glad we have a little bit of a shoulder to walk on. Don't have to walk right on this road because it's pretty busy. Well, today we do have a few views, which are really beautiful. I'm not sure where this is, but it does remind me of the Shenandoah Valley. Maybe a little bit bigger, but still very, very similar. And of course, we have the trail. This is what it looks like. It just rock crawling. Sometimes they're kind of flat like this. That helps. But there's the white blaze, and so this must be the way to go. Hey everybody, just closing up day 100 of my Appalachian Trail through hike. It's hard to believe that I'm been on the trail for 100 days. And I gave myself 200 days to finish the trail, just kind of a general idea. Most people said it was going to take 6 months. I just gave myself a little bit of extra time, and I'm ahead of schedule on, for my schedule. I'm well past the halfway mark, and, I'm only at 100 days. So pretty thankful about that. Been pretty healthy other than some crazy blisters that just, they just happen and you can't explain it. You don't know why. But other than that, I've been feeling pretty good. And, hopefully I'll continue. Tonight I'm staying it's kind of a bed and breakfast, and it's, I'll show you. It's just a bedroom. I've got a bathroom, little seating area, and a bed. And I will tell you that, as we're getting closer to the East Coast, and it's just, things are starting to get more and more expensive. When we were down south of the Mason-Dixon line, the hotels and the accommodations were a lot more reasonable. Anyway, so tomorrow I'm starting, got I think a 16 or 17 mile day tomorrow, and then the next day I'll go into a town for a short resupply. But anyway, just wanted to, again, thank everybody for watching. Please leave me a comment. Let me know if you have any questions, or you want me to cover any piece of the hike that you might have some questions about. All right. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.